Who? I wasn't talking about me. And it's Shaman for Eliah against
Vortex Hunter.
Hunter. No surprise, we saw Hunter almost every first game here. What surprised me the most is to see Shaman as a first pick again. Like, Zadkiel did it too. It worked out for him. No, Zadkiel didn't do it. He lost with a Hunter, and then he picked a Shaman. I'm not sure, but I'm entirely confused now. But at least we saw a Shaman first pick now. That's good.
I think it's nice because Shaman has definitely the tools to handle a Hunter. So they probably expected Vortex to pick his Hunter, and he might want to counter it.
You might want to counter it, but you can still lose as a Shaman pretty, exclamation marks, easy against a Hunter. If the Hunter draws his stuff, absolutely right. And Vortex trackings, turn 1. And well, Kodo, Hyena, or Kill Command. And if you pick the Kodo, that's good against those totems.
Yeah.
And because he's 3-5. But you lost the Kill Command. And Kill Commands are your main I kill you in 1 turn 10 damage thing.
That's true. You need to have this burst. And it's not only direct damage to the Shaman. It's also very valuable to clear some big minions.
Absolutely. Well, what are you going to do, Eliah? I mean, he could just totem up, but you don't. If you totem once and you don't get a taunt totem, then you totem twice and you don't get a taunt totem, and then you cannot play more minions because you don't want to go over 2 minions, over 3 minions, because your enemy can unleash, draw so many cards. That's super annoying. Now he has an Unbound Elemental, but random Huffer incoming. Easy mode here.
There comes the Huffer. Well, you always call it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is like, yeah, it's recorded. He already saw it. But it's not true. That's just, it's always
you're
Huffer.
just always saying random Huffer incoming.
Yeah, and I mean, in 90% of the time,
no,
it works.
33% of the time. Okay. No, it's 90. It's 90 if you do it.
90% of the times I call it. The other 10%, it's Leok or Misha.
90% of the time, you're always right.
Yeah. That's 100% true.
Nice.
Easy mode, casting level over 9,000. And, well, he could just play a Houndmaster here, but you don't want to play a Houndmaster for no value. Like, turn 5, Houndmaster Stone Tusk Boar is one of my favorite moves, actually.
It is? Because you get a 3-3 with taunt and charge?
Yeah,
and that's pretty sick. And also a 4-3 without taunt.
You're reading my mind like a book, bro.
I know. That's the synergy.
Yeah.
Symbiosis.
And this is already what I said before. You don't want to totem up and lay down a Selness, for example. Because if you do it, there will be, 3 minutes on the board. And now Kodo coming. Pew pew. Laser Kodo. Just destroyed that totem to the max. Good thing for Eliah here is he has an Azure Drake plus Selness. That's 5 damage lightning bolts. So he could kill a Savannah Highmane, for example, instantly if he wants to.
He definitely has the potential, and he has a lot of cards, but so many spells. Like, he barely has any minions, which is rough. And he cannot play all those totems that he wants to have on the field, because, yeah, as he already said, the potential for Unleash the Hounds is way too high.
And there is, once again, the
random Huffer.
Kills the Azure Drake, just goes for the face here, absolutely okay. And Kodo is just 3-5. It's a big threat. You cannot play Selness, Lightning Bolt, kill it. That's annoying. And if you go for Hex now, for example, you cannot hex a Highmane. Well, he could play his Stormforged Axe with a Rockbiter. That's 5 damage. I would say it's
but you kind of want to keep the Rockbiter for your Arlok here, don't you?
You want to?
I know what you mean, but you're dropping lower and lower.
If you don't do it, you might just die. But super lucky here getting that totem.
Wow.
5 damage now on the Kodo. That's like, wow. I know it's
well played.
Totem luck, well played.
It's not luck.
This is how you play as a Shaman. You need to just count. That's going to be a spell damage totem. And there's no other option for you.
Good Shamans draw the totems they need.
Yeah, you have to, or you didn't play right.
Wow.
That's just a mass here.
That's mean.
And Vortex has, well, he has some options. He could just play Stone Tusk Boar with Buzzard,
Huntmaster or Buzzard.
draw a card, for example.
Could still Huntmaster. No, he can't.
He can't.
No.
Well, he can if he plays Buzzard, Stone Tusk, Houndmaster. That's 7 mana. He could. But I would think about maybe playing both Stone Tusks to just go full card draw mode.
Really?
Yeah, why not? You need options.
Oh,
Timberwolf now
nice.
too. Just go full card draw mode.
Yeah.
Like drop everything. You don't need Unleash. That's the thing. Players already wait extremely long for Unleash. But in the end, you just don't need Unleash since you can do what he just did. And he draws 3 cards without 1 Unleash, just with a buttload of minions.
Calling Lightning Storm.
You're calling Lightning Storm.
Oh, I'm a genius.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, me neither.
Big question is Totem or Stormforged X, for example.
Totem.
I would say Totem too. Not surprised here. And turn.
We should have become prophets.
Prophets of the Lord.
Nah, just prophets.
It's just prophets. Isn't it indicated automatically if you're a prophet? Aren't you a prophet of the Lord instantly?
Prophet of the Lord of the Cards.
Okay, Lord of the Rings. I would be a prophet
What?
of the Lord of the Rings. I would go full evil mode.
Evil? What's full evil mode?
Yeah, I mean, be a minion of Sauron is full evil mode. I would-
Evil. Okay, I understood Evo, like evolution.
Oh, evil, like super mean mode, like being a I don't know, a Nazgul.
You would be yeah. Nazgul is pretty fucking sick.
Yeah,
And
but
I didn't say the second word.
yeah, you didn't. Let's pretend we're actually casting a Hearthstone game here, and we're talking about what Eliah could do here now because the board looks super annoying for him. I would probably go for an Earthshock here.
On the Crocolisk.
I would just coin Spell Damage Totem, and
Sure, that seems like a legit way to play.
this is
I mean, his chances 1 to 3.
yeah. So just get that Spell Damage Totem, and then Earthshock away the Hyena, easy life. Yeah, that's what I would do.
And like, let's pretend he doesn't get the spell damage totem. How screwed would you be?
There's no possible way that he doesn't get it.
Come on, please play the totem.
I mean, he could also go again Stormforged Axe together with
Yeah.
Rockbiter weapon, take 4 damage. That hurts.
Yeah, it's not beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely not beautiful. The good thing is he can just lightning bolt away the Houndmaster, and that's not a beast, obviously. So his minion gets no advantage from that. That's the one good thing he can do.
The hyena doesn't get buffed.
And I guess he will. Yeah,
That makes sense.
just saying it, that makes sense.
It did.
Yeah, it did. It worked well for him. Still, there's the 4/5 Crocolisk running around, and that's super annoying. And, well, Hyena just has an awesome potential to get stronger and stronger with your minions dying. Random deadly shot.
I see Vortex winning.
You see Vortex winning?
Yeah.
You mean two Savannah High mains
Yes.
seem to be like the way...
Kill command, buzzard, kill shot, deadly shot.
I guess he could just run in his Crocolisk to the left into the totem and then play a deadly shot and maybe kill that Argent Squire.
Nah, I would ping as well, like steady shot, shaman.
Just end game, end turn, I mean. Not end game.
End game, concede.
Okay, that's absolutely
Because you
possible.
don't want to like, you want to use your steady shot as often, as frequently as possible.
But now there's clearing potential for Elia here. I mean, you just hex the left one, like the Savannah High main. Just go Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm would definitely kill the Hyena and the Frog. And it does 2 damage to the Crocolisk. You can just clear the Crocolisk.
He could totem before.
He could absolutely
He
totem
should
before.
totem before.
And get the spell damage totem, you mean?
Yes.
He could also
Of course.
play if he doesn't totem.
And then get the 4 damage on the Crocolisk as well.
But he could play the weapon if he's not toteming.
Nah.
Nah?
Nah. Go for the spell damage totem. Be a man. Damn, dude.
Why doesn't he do it? I can tell you, 3 minions out once again. And you really don't want to have those 3 minions out. He can also just Earthshock now instead of toteming. There's like, he has the spell shield, like, that divine shield still on his minion. So if there's Unleashed Timberwolf, he needs to run 2 minions in to actually kill it.
True.
I guess his prediction is just be super safe mode. And he still has that Rockbiter a la Kier combo.
Which is a lot of damage and a lot of burst.
And now we see Earthshock. This is super... Wow, with an Auctioneer, this is super strong.
That value.
He can just play Auctioneer, Earthshock, Rockbiter weapon on his Defender of Argus. Nah, Defender of Argus. Just go down to 2 minions again.
You could also do that, yeah. If you want to be super safe.
I would always... Against the Hunter, better safe than sorry. I heard a wise man saying that a lot.
That was me, by the way.
And better safe than sorry. So you're down to 2 minions. If he unleashes, only 2 cards to be drawn here.
Yeah, it's true.
And you still have Alakir.
And you still have the potential of a lot of burst. And he has a Azure Drake, so his card... He even gets a bit of card draw. Especially with the Auctioneer on the board. Like, we saw Eliah played a lot of spells already. So, yeah. He has plenty in his deck.
And there
which gives him card draw.
Buzzard, Timberwolf, and he's really hoping for an Unleash. He gets a tracking.
Let's see what he gets.
There has to be an Unleash now. Double!
Oh! Damn.
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 That could have been good, but now exactly the situation we were talking about. If he runs in 2-2, he needs to run in both wolves to actually kill.
Shot.
And well, he can't do deadly shot now, but still, he had to run in both wolves, and that turned out pretty good for him. He now just needs to draw a spell. He did. That Eliah is some crazy beast here. He just goes, why Pyromancer, double like Spirit Wolves, and he can even drop a Azure Drake if he wants to. Man, sickening here.
So ballsy.
The problem is he would love to drop 4 minions if he knew
that the second Unleash got whipped by the tracking.
But he doesn't. He's like, oh, let's play safe. Let's play safe. There's still an Unleash, or he just doesn't give a fuck.
Nah. What?
He doesn't give.
He doesn't give
a damn. We're just gonna peep everything over since this is just live.
This is like Timo's work. He should be in our minds.
This is
just be ready to peep.
Yeah, it's like we're just broadcasting with a 0.5 second delay, so Timo has enough time to beep everything over instantly.
Yeah. He's that fast.
He's super awesome.
To all the girls out there.
Well, that's not good if he's super. We could argue about if super fast is good or not, but that goes a bit off topic here. But so you said Vortex is gonna win because his awesome hand, but I'm sorry to disappoint you here. That hand looks way better. Eliah's putting out here. I mean, he can just go wipe Pyromancer into face, hex the Kodo,
and clear it.
Well, everything dies if he hacks the Kodo.
Yep.
And then just drop...
Well, he needs to attack with the Pyromancer first.
Yeah.
As you already said. Because else it would just die and have less value.
And then just drop Flame Tongue Totem, deal 6-10 damage. Next turn, play Alakia, win the game. Because Alakia, Flame Tongue Totem, beast. Beast!
Beast mode.
Yes. That's like the one play I would do here to be like, if I don't win next turn, I lose. I guess that's okay to do. I mean, he's down to on 15. He needs to know if there's Leroy, Unleash, Timberwolf, I would be dead. I mean, okay, Unleash is gone, second Unleash, but still, he needs to kill that board to prevent Houndmaster on Kodo. You don't want to have a 5/7 Kodo Houndmastered flying around.
Not against you, at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like he goes for exactly the play you mentioned. Hex the Kodo. Whoosh.
It's always good to see your Pyromancer doing his work. Main question is here, do you want to totem up or not? Or do you want to play your weapon? I mean, your weapon is 2 more damage, and even with that 1 overload, you can still play your Alakir next turn. That would just be maximum damage possible here.
Yep. And he decides to go for it. I'm out of cards. Okay, Vortex lost this one.
You don't see it really often that a hunter runs out of cards. Well, and his hand is not so good. I'm saying it friendly. It's not so good.
It's over.
That's a Houndmaster and a double Hunter's Mark. That hurts. He killed the Drake because it's damage in one turn. That was a perfect redraw for Elia here, and he actually carries away the first win in this set.
I would have killed him with a Stormfoot.
He doesn't want to go in a final showdown. His team doesn't want to go in a final showdown.
Definitely not. But I want them to go into a showdown.
Yeah, but no one cares.
What?
At least they do. They're like, yeah, Kai wants to go in a final showdown, and we want to win 3-1. We don't want to play a final showdown.
Pretty sure most of the viewers would prefer the showdown.
Okay, they care, but the players don't.
All right.
It's true. And we see it's not Control Warrior, it's the mid-rangey Control Warrior. We saw, I don't know who started first. I'm just going to throw out KitKatsy's name, since he always starts some new Control Warrior hype stuff. That's a mid-rangey version, probably running 2 Krokon Elites and 2 Azure Drakes. It's a cool thing, since you can Krokon Elite, for example, Unbound Elementals, such stuff. Pretty interesting. Well, but your enemy doesn't have a Unbound Elemental in hand by now. He just holds, well, Pyromancer. I mean, against a Warrior, you can just throw it out. You could just Pyromancer here.
He could use it right now.
Wouldn't hurt him. I would say the version Vortex plays has still a slight advantage over Shaman due to Geddon. But what I know, and what could be troubling for Vortex, is actually that version of the Control Warrior doesn't play Brawl.
It doesn't. That is kind of nasty for him, I guess.
Absolutely.
Especially against all those totems.
If he gets into, well, if there are 2, 3, 4 totems, then Spirit Wolves, well, you might have your Krokon Elites. But that doesn't help you against 5 minutes you could have brawled.
Oh, he uses a slam for the Wild Pyromancer.
Well,
he wants to get rid of it, of course, but in general you try to make use of the card draw.
Absolutely, you want to draw some cards. I mean, he didn't have anything to deal with that minion here. So I understand why he did it, and now he just Taskmastered that totem. That was extremely unlucky for him. He just wanted to armor up, or maybe even draw a card with shield block. But what he really didn't want to do is killing a totem with his Taskmaster. I was like, I just want to armor up, bro. Chill. Don't play that 1-1 totem. But you don't want to have a 1-1 totem against you if you want to armor up every turn, gain 2 armor. And he just denies you 1 armor with that stupid totem.
The problem for Elia is that he has 2 Lightning Storms on his hand, so you can see his Shaman is really built to destroy the rush decks, to destroy all those, especially Zulogs, the mass minion games, or Totem Druid. But against the Control Warrior, Lightning Storm is one of the more useless cards.
It gets its value if you play against a Control Warrior with, well, Frozings,
yeah, true,
Yetis, and he starts massing 2 or 3 minions, 2 to 4 minions, and then you just go double Lightning Storm. With some spell damage, with the Cellness, with the spell damage totem, double Lightning Storm can actually deal 8 damage.
Yeah.
So it could kill a Ragnaros.
It can kill a Ragnaros, but then again, it overloads you as well. So the turn after you played those, you're really, really screwed because you're super limited in your options.
Absolutely. And now I see a Lightning Bolt incoming.
Yep, that's an easy one.
That's an easy one. I would absolutely predict a Lightning Storm here. I'm a prophet. Wow, such OP. I mean, if he doesn't kill it now, it would just deal 4 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage. So even with the overload, he can play next turn his Azure Drake and or his Defender of Argus, and that looks pretty okay for Elia here. And well, hand off. Well, there's a Brawl. What is Brawl doing in your deck, Vortex?
Well, you're not a prophet anymore. You're out of our profit organization.
That's what I absolutely said before here. You can predict a deck. You can say that's the mid-range warrior deck everyone seems to play lately instead of the old school control warrior we saw from Vaya, for example. But, well, Vortex plays his own version. He plays Kurkan, he plays Azure Drake, but he also plays a Brawl, which I think is an extremely powerful and useful card you should absolutely have in your deck.
Brawl is always useful if you like to have one, but in a tournament setting, you don't need to run it.
You don't need to, but if you face a Shaman, you should.
Yeah. If you go up against a Shaman, it's very beneficial. It's true.
So he armors up, goes for the Shield Slam, I would say. Or is he going full Kurkan mode here? I don't see the need for doing that.
I think Shield Slam makes more sense.
But now he coined already. He has to do it.
He's committed, as you would say.
Right here. The thing that bugs me the most about Kurkan is just like he played it now to kill an Azure Drake, and you play a card just to kill a card, and that's it. That's your value you get here.
And he got value because he drew a card with the Drake, so.
Some, but still it's just Kurkan for killing 1/1. And you don't want to play a card.
No, I mean Elijah. Elijah got more value.
You got more value. I don't like playing cards for just one card value. It should at least get like 2 or 3 cards to kill it overall. A minion and a spell, a minion and 2 spells. That would be amazing for every card.
Would you go Defender of Argus and then Flame Tongue and kill with your 1/1? But the problem is Flame Tongue would lie on the wrong side. If you buff up the healing totem. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're going to buff up the
the Flame Tongue, of course.
It's on the wrong side because now the healing totem doesn't get a buff up.
Exactly, but there was no other way to place it.
But if you play next turn another totem, it's on the right side.
That's true.
Because
they always spawn at the right side. For everyone at home
Exactly.
that doesn't know that.
And now there is a Fury Winex incoming, and he gets some value here.
For you, it's always the Win X, right? Because it has such value.
I mean, look at the value here. You can not only kill one totem, you could actually kill everything on the board with that X, damage-wise. I mean, 3 damage is enough to kill everything here. Get big values out of it. So for me, it's absolutely the Win X.
True. So, what is Vortex gonna do now? Most likely just armor up and end the turn. What do you think? Or do you think he's actually going for a Shield Slam to get rid of the Flame Tongue?
This is one of the annoyingst moments. I'm not sure.
One of the most annoying moments you could face.
This is what I wanted to say. If he doesn't use his Shield Slam now, his enemy will attack for 4 next turn. He will drop down to 1 armor. He needs to wait for his next shield block to actually get value of that shield block. That's why I would have shield block turn earlier and keep your Azure Drake out.
Yeah.
And then you still can play your Kurkan charge in. So for example, with Kurkan charge in, he could have like killed 1 totem, Kurkan charge in, killed the other totem. Still, it would look good for him. Now, it's still okay.
Which you have played, yeah. Now the totem is fine because he had no taunts up.
You were thinking about the card draw totem.
Yeah, mana tide. But the thing is, it would have been, it would have gotten crushed by the Fury Warwick's. But then again, Vortex would have needed to make a decision whether he thinks the card draw is more important right now or the Flame Tongue. I think he would have chosen the card draw, but then again, you never know.
Slight mistake by Vortex here. He forgot to play his second War Axe. He had enough mana to play it.
Yeah.
I guess he just forgot it. Things that happen. things that shouldn't happen, as you say. As a pro player performing in a team league, you shouldn't forget to play your weapons. Here.
Especially not in such an important match.
Well, it's important because they don't want to go in showdown match. But it's not important because if he loses, they still have the chance to win. But it's not like if I lose, my team instantly lost. Everyone is going to hate me. It's just going to be, okay, we need to play another match and maybe win. But still, you're right. You don't want to be that guy. And really good brawl here. Everything dies except the totem. And this is the annoying thing here. He has to play his War Axe now to kill that totem.
Can't
And if he had played it before, he could have just played his Acolyte of Pain here.
Yep. That way. That wasn't an option, and we still see his 2 Lightning Storms on the hand. What I was saying earlier, like, it's kind of meh.
It's going to be a dead card for a long time until you see 2 or 3 targets for it. And now, well, he has an okay hand, but you don't want to drop your Auctioneer. You definitely want to drop your Auctioneer in a turn where you hex. So he just goes for Argent Squire, I would say. And really don't go Auctioneer. You just want to go Auctioneer, Hex, Lightning Bolt. Number 1 move you want to do.
Because you want to utilize the card draw. Do you think there's a potential that he just uses Auctioneer and Lightning Storm to draw a card? I mean, he overloads himself, but he needs to get rid of those Lightning Storms.
I mean, now I would see some value into Auctioneer, Lightning Storm.
Oh,
especially
I see a lot of value now.
Now, I see even more value incoming if he drops that Armor Smith. So, there you have your situation where you said, that card is absolutely useless. What are you talking about, Pony?
Oh, he gets the Solnus.
Solnus would have been even more amazing with the Spell Damage Totem together. But after all, together with that Argent Squire, if he deals 4 damage to everyone, or at least to one of the 4 HP minions, he can just clear. And he goes unlucky, lucky.
No, that wasn't lucky.
And that was normal and lucky.
Oh,
ha!
Nice. Well, that was fair, to be honest.
Well, it's totally random, so there's
it's
no...
It's 50-50.
There's no fair in totally random.
It's 50-50, dude.
Yeah, 50-50 coin flip.
Yeah, it's true.
So it ended up good for him in the end.
Oh, there goes the
and
Auctioneer.
he makes use of the Auctioneer. This is why I kind of like Faceless. You just have so many options, not only copying big awesome minions. No, you can also copy those small minions, like an Auctioneer, for example, and just get some value. And there's the second Lightning Storm you could absolutely play now and hope for it hitting strongly.
Does he take the chance? It's 25%. I mean, a good player would draw.
Well, he would absolutely kill the 1/3 minion. So
that's true, and he could trade with Salnus afterwards to get more options, or the Argent Squire to keep the spell damage.
And still, there are 2 hexes in his hand. So Gramash comes, hex. Karen comes, hex.
And then there's still Ragnaros.
Yeah, I mean it's
well, he has the lightning bolt.
You never have enough hexes for all those legendaries in a warrior deck. But as you see here, warrior down to 4 cards. That's not optimum, and he needs to cross his fingers and really hope for it hitting for 4. That would just be perfect.
Nope, the other way around, dude.
Man, Elia is really unlucky here, and he chooses to keep his Selnus since his hand cards are good. I mean, he can drop his Ferrous Spirits. He has an Argus. He doesn't need the card draw 100% since still 2 hexes, everything. I would value Selnus higher.
Sheer block. One whirlwind is fine, and then probably drop Karen.
Absolutely. I mean, you kill 2 minions. You maybe get as soonish you're getting. Your enemy will absolutely play his hex now, but you cannot predict all those hexes. But hex and totem incoming.
Bop, hex, totem. That was kind of obvious.
That was kind of obvious, and he gets a spell damage totem. That's good. There is still
lightning bolt. Yep.
Lightning bolt in his hand. 4 damage lightning bolts always preferred over 3 damage lightning bolts.
True that.
That's a super annoying hand. I mean, he could execute 1 minion, play Grimash, for example. But if you play Grimash here, it might just get hexed. But that's what I said. One hex is down. You could be like, he doesn't have the second hex. Why should he have 2 hexes in his hand?
He just hovered over his card stack and he sees, what are the chances?
But 6 cards, that's Ragnaros in, Alex in, Geddon in. So 3 of those 6 cards are legendaries. You could use. Just be patient, take your time, and maybe you carry away the win.
Yeah, especially if you have 12 armor and 29 left.
That's true.
Like, he can just skip around.
Just skip around.
I don't care.
Chillax.
I armored up.
He plays his Argus, gets more totems, more value, more HP, starts rampaging the face, and what Vortex really wants now is just that frigging Geddon out of 6 cards, and then he would start dancing.
Nope, it's a slam, but you can still make use of the slam. Just use it on the... yeah, that's fine. On the defender of Argus, because then he has the potential of wound. Oh, cleave.
I would whirlwind before I cleave, I think. I guess.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get rid of the shield and of the...
3 HP on that one totem. And then you cleave.
Boom, boom. Oh, that was nice.
Absolutely. He can just play his Taskmaster now. I would consider actually playing my Taskmaster.
No, you need him to enrage your Grimash.
Yeah, but 2 taunt totems in your way. 12 damage Grimash into a 0-1 totem. That's gonna be...
But still.
That's gonna be super
You
tough.
can just wait for your Geddon and then use it the round afterwards and just insta-kill him.
You could have also...
I mean, there's not that much damage on the board, like those 3 damage. I would rather save my Taskmaster.
I could agree there, but I still root for my play.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you said it?
Because I said it. Just because some childish rooting for my own play
No, that's fine.
style here. And he gets a healing totem. That's super important, actually. And not only a healing totem, he just drops Alakir, and you need a slam, a ping from Taskmaster, Whirlwind, whatever, and then you need an X. You need like 3 cards now to actually get Geddon killed. To get Alakir killed.
Yep. And there comes a goal hole. Nice.
Now you need to kill that Alakir now.
So he's gonna take 5 damage.
He needs to take that 5. If he doesn't take 5, or
Taskmaster execute.
Taskmaster execute. I would have preferred taking those 5 damage, since
And keep the combo on your hand.
I mean you're still on, even after those 5 damage, you're still on. He took 24 HP.
Yeah.
Slightly better. Slight. And now he has some cool cards in his hand. With Fire Elemental, he can just ping that minion away. Or Stormforged Axe, go with Fire Elemental in the face. And, well, your enemy played Execute, only 1 hand card left. Definitely drop that Fire Elemental and be happy with it. I mean, 6 damage minion, 3 damage in the face. That looks good for you.
Looks really good.
And the most annoying thing is just, where is frigging Geddon?
He needs Geddon so badly.
And now your Grimash cannot... Well, you need to play him,
Oh,
but he cannot kill
man.
anything. Except totems.
That's painful.
That's 100% painful. I mean, he will kill some Oh. That was slightly...
So is there any Shaman deck? Because I never see Shaman decks that run Bloodlust.
No. There could always be a random Bloodlust in those decks. But I'm going to give you a definite no for...
Yeah, like I'm not expecting a Bloodlust, but I think like a lot of the time I would like to have one of those in there.
You're just saying it would be extremely funny. The problem is you really need to go in the advantage like this game to be able to make use of a Bloodlust. But often in the games where you are in that advantage,
you would win either way.
Yeah, you win anyway. Like him now, he wins anyway. He doesn't need the Bloodlust. It would just be some rampage win here. Only 13 HP left for Vortex. Vortex almost out of cards. And, well,
Oh,
frigging last card
man.
is getting. Is that real life?
Is this the real life?
It is super annoying for Vortex. I guess mid-game Geddon, he would definitely win. But now, like this,
Nope.
nope.
Just nope.
Your last card of your deck is Geddon. That hurts quite a lot.
Is there still a way that he can come back? Like maybe Super Lucky Ragnaros onto the Elemental?
Super lucky Ragnaros on Fire
Nope.
Elemental.
Not gonna happen.
I would buy him some time.
It would.
But I would
Together
put
with Geddon, you could still turn it.
I would put it under the really super lucky tab. No super lucky for him. He loses here to the Shaman 2 times. So, eEriness